The Big Wait, Veer and Barnaby's Welcome Committee. 2-year-old Veer perched on the sofa, his chunky legs dangling. Next to him, on the very edge of the cushion, sat his best friend, a shaggy golden retriever named Barnaby. The house was clean, the table was set, and the air buzzed with a low, exciting energy, the energy of guests coming over. Veer knew the drill. Mommy had told him that Auntie Maya and Uncle Rohan were arriving soon. He clutched his favorite bright yellow plastic bulldozer. "Doo-doo!" he announced, pushing it against Barnaby's soft, honey-colored flank. Barnaby, usually a whirlwind of cheerful chaos, was surprisingly still. He was on high alert, his big brown eyes fixed on the front door. He wasn't bored, he was anticipating. His ears would twitch at the slightest sound, a passing car, a far-off siren, but so far, no key jingle, no telltale knock. The waiting felt like a serious business. Veer slid off the sofa and toddled over to the large picture window. Barnaby followed, his tail giving a few slow, hopeful thumps against the floor. "Carr?" Veer asked the dog, pointing an eager finger. Barnaby gave a low, questioning woof. He nosed the windowsill, leaving a faint, damp print. He seemed to agree. Where was the car? Mommy walked into the living room, smoothing her dress. "Not yet, boys." "Soon," she said, giving Veer a quick hug and scratching Barnaby behind his ears. "Veer, are you going to show Auntie Maya your new truck? Barnaby, you need to be a very good boy and wait for your hello rubs, okay?" Veer nodded solemnly, hugging the bulldozer. Barnaby let out a little puff of air that sounded suspiciously like a sigh. He settled himself on the rug, resting his chin on his paws, but his eyes never left the door. And then it happened. Click. The sound of a key turning in the lock was like a starting gun. Barnaby sprang up, a blur of golden fur and unrestrained joy. He let out a series of short, enthusiastic "Arf, arf, arf," tail wags so powerful his whole body seemed to wobble. He was already at the door, vibrating with excitement. Veer, however, had a 2-year-old's less efficient process. He dropped his bulldozer, let out a high-pitched squeal of delight, and began his rapid, slightly wobbly run toward the sound. The door swung open. Auntie Maya and Uncle Rohan stepped inside, immediately engulfed by the enthusiastic welcoming committee. Barnaby got there first. He stood on his hind legs, paws resting gently on Uncle Rohan's knees, his tail a happy metronome. He didn't jump, but he wiggled, desperate for a few well-deserved scratches. Veer arrived second, a smiling missile who launched himself at Auntie Maya's legs, clinging to her jeans.